Holy fucking hell yeah. That was Scars, Honey Bone Rush. And speaking of Honey Bone Rush, he'll be right back with me in a second. But I am on the line with him, and we're going to yak it up here right away. Go do what you got to do. We'll be right here. But thank you all for tuning in. I appreciate you all listening, and you're very welcome, Dave. That was a kick-ass song. Thank you for letting me play it. I fucking enjoyed that. Hope you guys all did too, and all that good stuff. So yeah, you guys in the chat room, get your questions ready, eh? Honey Bone Rush is on the line. But yeah. He was grabbing his beer.
Can you hear me?
Yeah, we could hear you. Can you hear you?
Can you hear me now?
Hell yeah. Hell yeah. Can you hear us, Mike?
I hear you.
Want to make sure that everybody could hear us. So, Spike, how's it going?
It's going. How you doing, man? Thank you for having me on. This is fantastic.
So fucking welcome. We were just yakking it up before we got on air here about everything. But yeah, we were just talking about a couple of things, but we were most notably talking about how you're keeping busy and you got, you know, keeping on your music stuff. So yeah, so carry on with that. How's all that been going?
It's going. Like I was saying before, you know, off air is. You know, I'm semi-retired, so I'm in my studio like 5 days a week minimum. Sometimes even 7, sometimes 10, 12 hours at a clip, and I just keep writing music. I ghostwrite for a few people a couple of times. And I actually, I'm waiting for Ed Mahalik, he's a director. He did a video for one of my songs. And I wrote the whole score to his short film that he did. He has like a 30-minute film coming out about boxing.
Yeah.
And he had to write the score, and it was just, I had such a blast doing it for him. So he's been working on this film now for about almost 2 years. It says, hopefully it's finally going to come out in the next month.
Right on. Can't wait to check that out.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I can't either.
Hell yeah.
I've been sending all these stems and all these things, and it's like, I want to see what's going on, you know?
Right on, right on. Yeah, so you got something that's coming out. I forgot the date. It's coming soon.
That's going to be the 26th of May. I think it's like next week.
Okay.
What I do is, because the way things are now is with me and JP and, the other guys I have, working with me, rather than spending 8 or 10 months without putting anything out and then putting out an album of, say, 8 songs.
Yeah.
You got to play with the algorithms now is the thing with music and the way things go. In other words, you always have to be in the algorithms. You always have to be out there, hashtag Honey Bone Rush, hashtag this, and doing stuff. So what I usually do is I'll drop out a single every 3 weeks to 4 weeks.
Okay.
Then when I get about, say, 6 or 7 songs, each time you do it, that's an event, and you get in the algorithms.
Yeah.
Then what I'll do, I'll take those songs, I'll take maybe 2 new ones, pull them together, and re-put them out as an album. Now it's yet another event, and I'm in the algorithms again. And then after a month that's out, I'll take the singles down.
Okay.
I'm trying to... Because if you put 8 or 10 songs out on an album, 3 weeks later, it's gone. It's done. It's forgotten about. So... Yeah. I'd rather put out a song every 3 weeks, so I'm always out there. It's always Honey Bone Rush, Honey Bone Rush. You're always putting something out,
Oh, yeah, constantly relevant. Yeah.
Yeah. Then I put what I call a compilation album out, and they throw in a bonus. I'll put in maybe 2 or 3 brand new, tracks for people to enjoy, so it's not just what you already been listening to for the past, 7 months.
Hell yeah. Well, that's a way to do it, for sure. Definitely. You got a cool concept of the way to get it out there going on.
I don't know. But it's the way I've been doing it. It seems to be working.
Hell yeah, I'd say. I mean, I never heard of you guys before I was, more active on X. I really wasn't active up on there since the past year. I started to, and I don't know, I'm just happy that I came across your post. And I don't know, can't remember exactly where from, but I mean, I'm sharing music all over the place, so I think you just came up one day.
Oh, I want to thank you, because you've been very generous with, on Bandcamp and on X, and, reposting our stuff. I want to thank you so much, because that's really what helps.
It does, and you're so very welcome. It's what I'm here for.
Well, I thank you, JP. Thank you. We all thank you.
You're so very welcome. How many members are a part of Honey Bone Rush?
I mean, if you want to be technical, it's me. JP's been with me now. He's my vocalist. He's actually in Sao Paulo, Brazil.
Okay.
And he's my singer. And he's done the last 16 songs for me.
He's fucking badass.
Yeah, what's really cool about today's day and age is you don't have to. I mean, I got a full studio in my house, and my son and his friends will come over and record and do stuff.
Hell yeah.
But you don't have to do that no more. It's amazing how I could record it. I send the tracks to JP down in Brazil. He puts down his vocals, sends it back to me. Then I mix it and master it, and then I upload it for distribution to a DistroKid, and it comes out.
Hell yeah.
And, it's amazing, it's how you can do things now. It's wild. I mean, I did collaborations with people around the world.
Yeah, it used to be so hard to get together, and now you could just do it online.
Yeah, I mean, I've talked about it on my show that, I remember as a kid, getting on the bus, taking 3 buses and, going 20 miles from my house just to go jam with some kid in his basement,
I know, eh?
And it's like now I'm just jamming with people people in Japan are putting down guitar solos for me. It's like, it's awesome. It really is.
Hell yeah. We were just also talking about something that was so awesome just before we got on air is the reach that you're getting. Yeah. Yeah. Elaborate on that again. It's... Hell yeah, how much you've been getting out there and how many more listeners you've been getting for your music.
But I mean, one of the things that I think, again, now the younger generation, I'm not shitting on anybody, but you guys have no idea what it was like back in the day,
Yeah.
I'm going to tell you now, I'm uphill to play a gig, in the snow, what I'm saying?
Yeah.
But we used to go out and, we would get, we would get starch and water and mix it up in a coffee can to make paste.
Oh, wow.
And we would go to Kinko's, and make up posters and go around the neighborhoods and, plaster the stuff on the walls.
Hell yeah.
And, and the lampposts to say, we're playing at, such and such a place. And maybe you get, 5 or 6 people to come and play. I'm putting my music up, and it's like it's going all around the world. I mean,
hell yeah.
Go and you look at analytics, through Spotify, I could see that, 25 people in Germany listen to that song, 15 people in India,
Hell yeah.
people in Sri Lanka listening to it. It's like, it's amazing how you put out your music, and it's like there's people around the world listening to it. It's like it's a mind-blowing experience. It really is.
Yeah, isn't it sick? I think it's badass.
It's crazy.
Hell yeah.
And again, it's like you join DistroKid, it's like $20 a year to upload as much music as you want.
Yeah, I know.
I mean, how can you get better than that,
Yeah, it is pretty cool. It is badass. Hell yeah.
Go to my house for free. The old days, we used to spend $125 an hour to make a cassette, 100 cassette tapes up.
Yeah.
And try and sell, give them out, and the neighbor would stand there in the freezing cold in the corner trying to get people handing out flyers to come and see you. And now you can just go on X and, and advertise it to everybody. I mean, it's amazing how it is, and it's so much easier now.
Yeah, it's such a bigger reach. You just sit on your ass at home and push buttons.
But there is a caveat to that, though, because it's so easy, everybody's doing it.
That's right, yeah.
So to me, the market is saturated now. In other words,
it sure is.
Everybody doing this, you know what I'm trying to say? A lot of people are doing it. There's a lot out there.
A lot. Yeah, there is. I'm like,
yes,
I'm over inundated with the amount of music that's out there. I can't even keep up. It's like a new present every day,
Yeah. I'll be honest with you. I mean, I grew up on Led Zeppelin, Black Sabbath.
Fuck yeah. Yes.
To be honest with you, I'm kind of tired of it. I heard it 80, 100,000 times.
Yeah.
I mean, I'm really fun. There's so many talented, independent artists out there doing this stuff that there's so much great music, you know what I'm saying? You don't have to worry about, Priest didn't put nothing out in 5 years. Who cares? There's all these other bands out there doing awesome stuff.
You betcha. Like yourself. You betcha. Hell yeah. Does anybody else in the chat room here got any questions for Spike? So when did Honey Bone Rush form?
Actually, I formed this again. I've been doing this for on and off for 35 years. Nice. I started Honey Bone 4 years ago, and it was started with we were doing. If you look at my older albums, we had a full band, and we were doing blues. We were doing, like rock and blues.
I love that.
That's what you do.
Yeah.
And it's like, I'm a heavy metal guy my whole life, but it's like, who wants to hear that anymore? We're a bunch of old dudes. So, one guy is like, he's a CEO, of a company. The other guy's an undercover cop. He can't have his pictures taken. And,
yeah.
It got to a point like, we really couldn't do much promotion because of stuff like that.
Yeah.
And I was writing the songs that were getting heavier and heavier and heavier. And my original singer, Johnny, I mean, he's an incredible singer, but, he does Frank Sinatra, Tony Bennett, all that stuff.
Yeah.
He can do, Three Dog Night, Led Zeppelin, that type of stuff.
Nice.
But I wanted to do what I like to do, which is, I want to do heavy metal,
Yeah.
And these guys are like, dude, you're blowing me apart, my pacemaker can't take it,
Take it easy there, Spike. We got to, yeah.
So I was like, you know what, it's cool, but, I want to do my thing. And I started getting heavier and heavier. And then they're like, dude, this is like devil music, man. What are you nuts? I'm like, it's not devil music. Stop. It's metal.
It's not devil music.
Unicorns, fucking sparkles. I mean, come on. It's heavy metal.
Hell yeah. Hell yeah.
And those guys, they're doing their own thing. I have office here. I live on an island, and it's like very...
nice.
It's, very touristy. Like, I could easily make money playing guitar 3 nights a week, doing Margaritaville and crap like that. But I'd rather blow my brains out, you know what I'm saying?
Hell yeah. Hell yeah.
So, I can't do that shit. I mean, no offense to them. That's what they do. They make their money, have a ball. But it's like, I want to do my thing, which is what you hear.
That's right. That's what it's all about. Definitely do your own thing. Hell yeah. Mm-hmm. But that's so cool to hear, though. I think we got Mark in the chat room from the Netherlands, and he really loves the Titty Twister song there. And he calls you, I think he calls you Honey Boner Rush or Horny Bone Rush. Fuck.
Hey, I've been called worse. I'm married 36 years. I've been called a lot worse than that.
He's Horny Bone Rush. That is it. Well, that's pretty cool. We got a question from John in the chat. He's like, okay, so have you played live gigs?
As Honey Bone Rush, no. I have personally played thousands of them.
Okay.
I used to be in a band, Disciple. I was in
nice.
Attica. That's another thing, too. It's like, and no offense to nobody, but guys that are out there in their bands doing this stuff, and I know a lot of duos do it, too, and they have backing tracks. I can't see at this point at my stage of the game here, I'm not going to drive an hour and a half to some shit neighborhood and some shit club to play in front of 5 people.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
I'm past that. It's like, what, to be on stage, to play in front of my wife? It's like...
Yeah, exactly. I could do that at home. But his question is, do you got a crazy stage incident or story that's ever happened to you when you were?
Wow. Do I have a crazy
At least
stage?
one of them, yeah.
Okay, yeah, I got a bunch of them. Let me pull one out of here. One is back in the day. I remember being... we played at this club out in New Jersey. And we played there. They paid us $50, and it was cool. They loved us. They had us come back like 3 weeks later. We go back 3 weeks later, and like the place was dead. Long story short, they told us that we owed them $50 in beer.
What?
And we owed them $50. We drank in beer, and we owed the sound man $75.
The fuck?
Okay, so that's $25 we owe them, and if we don't pay them, they're gonna keep our equipment.
What the hell?
So I wrote the guy a check. I had my checkbook on me. I was like 19 years old. I thought it was so cool. My checkbook and credit cards. I wrote him a fucking check. Okay, we got out there. When we got home, I canceled the check. Go fuck yourself.
Yeah, exactly. I got home and I canceled the check. Go fuck yourself.
That was the same night. No bullshit. That was the same night, okay, that we got lost on a highway, and we had the U-Haul with all the equipment in it.
Oh, my.
Bugs. I tried to make a U-turn on the highway where they have those ditches that prevent people like going across the road and like going head-on collisions with people.
Yeah.
I didn't realize. So when I made the turn, I got stuck in the mud. we had all the equipment out there.
Damn.
The sheriff came by. It was a whole big to do. We had to pay the tow truck $50 to get out. Again, I wrote him a check. When I got home, I canceled it.
Fucking hell yeah, man. You should make a song called Stuck in the Mud and Go Fuck Yourself.
Yeah, exactly.
Straight up, that's pretty cool.
Yeah.
Yeah, Mark.
Yeah, I remember doing a lot of shows as kids and having to pay to play, and I would never go back to that ever again.
Never again, never ever. All the venues over here in my city, it's they pay you. You don't pay to play.
Right.
That's
Back in the
bullshit.
day, I was doing this too. You usually played on like a Monday night
Yeah.
for free. Okay, first you had to give a demo tape. If the demo tape was at least passable, then you played on a Monday night for free. Then they would have you like on a Thursday or Friday night. You had to give out, tickets. You used to make them up on the copy machine.
Yeah.
And for every ticket the doorman took in, you get $1.
Oh,
They
wow.
used to do it like that. And half the time, believe me, we'd have like 150 people there, and the guy at the end of the night, manager's like, okay, you got $25 coming to you.
Oh,
They were throwing half the tickets on the floor, you know what I'm saying? They're throwing them in the garbage. Just like, dude, we got 100 people here, we know.
like what the hell?
Yeah, no. I grew up in a tough area. I mean, I played Limours. We used to play CBGBs, the Bottom Line. I mean, I grew up in Manhattan,
Yeah.
and, we used to play a lot of famous clubs. But a lot of those clubs around, to get to those clubs, you had to play, the shit clubs. And like I said, they treat you like crap. Again, you're a 17-year-old kid. You can argue with some 45-year-old,
Yeah.
300-pound guy at the door. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah. That's fucking shitty though.
Yeah, it is. It definitely is.
Yeah. We got Dave from Incognito Theory up in here saying, Incognito
Hey.
Theory needs to play by you, Red. Yeah. Even Honey Bone Rush, like everybody would get a kick out of you guys over here. I wish you guys would tour and play over here and stuff. That'd be sick. But
As far as though goes, again, not to cut you off, I'm sorry.
Go ahead.
But if somebody said to me, hey, dude, listen, we want you to do this venue, blah, 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 blah. I mean, I could put, something together and, give me 3 weeks. I'll put together a bunch of professionals and we'll play out. You know what I'm saying?
nice.
But
Nice.
then it's got to be something worthwhile. It's
Yes.
got to be a venue that's going to be packed and a venue that's going to pay me.
That's
I'm
right.
a grown-ass man. It's like, and I don't need the exposure. I don't need, you know what I'm trying to say? It's
Yeah.
like, it's got
Worth the while.
Keep doing what I'm doing. I'm having a ball doing this,
Fuck yeah, I know exactly what you're talking about. And it's definitely always, it's always,
do it from my studio.
yeah, it's always packed over here for sure. But yeah, that's the thing. It's definitely got to be worth your time, especially for all that traveling and stuff,
You're in Manitoba, correct?
Yeah, Winnipeg, Manitoba.
So how's the music scene is alive and popping there, or
Oh, fucking,
metal?
yeah, hell yeah, it's all over the place, yep. We got a pretty
Very
good
cool.
scene going on over here, which I never knew of until like 2013 when I
Right.
lost my daughter there. And I was sitting on the internet one day and I was promoting bands just because I like them and I want to support them, give them a hand. And I just kept doing
Right.
it and I kept doing it. And before I knew it, my whole Facebook page took over into the music land and everything else went away. So I just kept doing it, kept plugging at it. And then I
Yeah.
discovered the scene out here and I went to my first show and that was it for me. I found my second home,
Very cool.
Hell
And
yeah.
again, that's what I started my show. I have my own show backstage with Spike.
Hell yeah.
And I interview other bands and stuff on that because I feel, again, I did 112 episodes. I think I only played my music maybe on 3 episodes. You know what I'm saying? So I'm not doing it for me. You know what I'm saying? But it does help because everybody knows, it's backstage with Spike, from Honey Bone Rush. So that's a plus there. But I think it's just one more thing to help people get their music out.
Heck yeah. You're so badass and that's so cool. Hell yeah. Hell yeah.
I do what I can do. And I drink a lot. You know what I'm saying?
I do what I do and I drink a lot. And it helps me keep doing it. You know what I'm saying? So do we got any more questions in here? I spent so much of my childhood in Brooklyn, my friend John said. That's pretty cool. We got Leandro
really?
saying, you got Leo saying, you got to come to Portugal. Well, make it worth their while, eh?
Yeah, Portugal.
Hell yeah. And Grace, a fellow DJ here on Metal Devastation Radio, goes, I agree, it's badass. And we got Joel from Animax. He's like, how did you come up with the band name?
Yeah, that's funny. I just took a bunch of eclectic words and then grouped them together.
Okay.
You think about it like again, Annihilator,
Yeah.
what I was saying, the Execution, you come up with it like it's done to death. So I just put like a bunch of words out and then just started like grouping together. I'm like, Honey Bone Rush. I was like, I don't know, it sounds okay. And then at the time, I was playing with the older guys. Like, yeah, it's cool. It's cool. It's not heavy metal. It's not bluesy. It could be anything, really.
Fuck yeah. Hell yeah.
But then somebody pointed out after maybe a year and a half of the name out there, somebody's like, you do know what a honey bone is, right? I'm like, no. It's something like in the porno industry. That's a guy with a really, big, they call it a honey bone. Like, get the fuck out of here. And then I started looking it up. It's true.
Oh my God. So, Mark, you were right all along. Horny Bone Rush it is.
See?
See? Oh, God. Grace wants to know, what did she say? Do you like pizza? Do you like pizza?
Do I like pizza? Oh, God, yeah. Are you kidding me?
Everybody loves pizza.
I'm away on my father's side, and I'm German and French on my mother's side. Yes, I love pizza.
Oh, yeah. Pizza every day of the week.
No bullshit. I thought I was going to be on an hour early with you, so I skipped dinner with my son. He's a chef, and he made homemade French bread pizza.
Oh, yummy.
And on the side, he made it with, pizza with chicken, pizza with pepperoni, pizza with mushroom. And then when you told me, you're like, I'm really sorry, it's not till 8 o'clock. I'm like, fuck, I don't care. I went right into the kitchen and started eating.
Right over. Hell yeah. Yeah, I am so sorry to screw up the time there. I don't even know how the hell I did that, but I'm glad that I caught it, because I'm like, well, if that's 7 Easter, I'm just starting my show, man. I'm not.
Yeah.
I don't start the show with an interview right off the hop. So
Right.
I was just so happy that you were like cool with it. I was like, I felt so bad, but I'm glad it worked out. I'm glad it worked out, and I gave you a chance to eat your pizza. So.
See, yeah, you did. You knew what you were doing. You did it on purpose.
There you go. Maybe, perhaps. I'm kind of psychic.
I have a problem. I always say, I don't know if I have a studio with a bar in it. I got a full-blown bar here in my studio. Or do I have a bar with a studio in it? And it's like, if I just roll my chair over here, I got the College Boy fridge, like, right behind the recording desk. So it's like I can just keep plucking beers out, which is, like, not a good thing, which I'm going to get one right now.
Which is not a good thing. Yeah, it's a good thing. It's a good thing to have things within reach.
If you ever listen to my show, though, sometimes, the show will go an hour and a half a lot of times. And it starts out great, and then by the end of the show, it's like, it's like, all like, fucked up and stupid.
We'll edit.
That's the ratings,
Yeah, well, sometimes you'll edit, some of it out, I'm sure.
Yeah, when I start really slurring it up, like, it doesn't even sound like English anymore.
I've done that a few times, and I was like, oh, what the hell? I'm surprised I can even control my buttons here when I'm live on air. I'm like, what the fuck? How the hell do I do this?
I'm glad, though, you're not worried about the length. I've done some interviews on radio stations, and they're like, do not curse. Do not use obscenities. So, like, on my recording desk, I'll put a big sign, do not curse.
Oh, my God. Like, I couldn't do that. I
can't help it. It's just the way I was brought up in Brooklyn. That's how you talk.
It's part of English.
It is.
Yeah, I swear like a sailor. I'm not proud about it, but it is the fucking language. It works. It just works. Yeah, our shows get that way. I was just looking to see if in the chat room here, if we got any more questions. No, we don't got no questions, but we got Mark trying to show his tits or something. Mark, put those away. He's putting a little sticker emoji up in the chat room there, and it's a.
Do we follow another on X? Does he follow me on X?
Mark, yeah, I think so. Yeah.
I like it, Foxy.
Yeah, hell yeah. He's just laughing away. Oh, thank you, Dave. I appreciate that. Hell yeah.
People, you know what I'm saying?
Hell yeah.
When you write songs, you want a titty twister, this is what you get, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah, that's one of his favorites. He requests me to play that on the show a lot. So much so that I just have it in there anyway. Because, I love...
I'll confess something right now. Is a lot of people have actually... I'm very big on... I write the lyrics. 9 out of 10 songs, I get the lyrics.
Okay.
And to me, lyrics are very, very important. A lot of people write lyrics like jibber jabber, you know what I'm saying? I mean, I like it to actually mean something.
Yes.
This one song, though, Tijuana Titty Twister, I was going nuts trying to come up. JP's like, dude, I was like, I'll get you the song by tomorrow. Don't worry about it. I'll get, don't worry about it. I'll send you the lyrics and I'll get it all together.
Yeah.
I have a list of song title ideas that I just think sound cool. You know what I'm saying?
Okay.
This song, if you listen to the words,
yeah,
it's a very eclectic type. You listen to lyrics. It's one of those things that's sort of like a kaleidoscope of does it really mean anything?
Yeah.
It's because I took all of the song titles I had and just sang them out.
Okay. That's right on.
You know what I'm saying? I went from one song title to the next song title to the next. Then maybe I came up with a little ditty of a little line to tie it to the next one.
Fucking A.
All the song ideas I had titles, I put together as the lyrics.
Right on. Hell yeah. I think Leandro here has a question. I have one more question. Okay. Does he like bloodbath or acid bath? What the fuck, Leo? A bloodbath or an acid bath?
Well, do I like one or the bands? Because there is acid bath.
No, if you like one.
If I would like a bloodbath or an acid bath.
What do you...
I guess
yeah.
I write a lot of music about vampires and stuff. I guess a bloodbath.
Yeah, you're on the Bath of Blood show, so that makes sense, right?
Exactly, yeah.
We're all in the big hot tub of blood here. But his accent, Joel from Animax says his accent reminds me of my old Nightshade drummer, Frankie, who's from Jersey. Right on.
Okay, forget about it.
Forget about it. Forget about it. Fucking A. Yeah, agreed. Dave is saying, agreed, I write all my lyrics and they gotta be real. Fuck yeah, Dave. Hell yeah. I'm just trying to see if there's questions.
Really, my older stuff before it got really heavy, though, I wrote a lot of stuff like, I like writing stuff about, people that have emotional issues.
Yeah.
That have, shortcomings and, they feel like they don't fit in.
Yeah.
And because it's funny because a lot of people, I'll write the lyrics and either my singer or somebody that's, in my circles here, even like my wife, she'll be like, do you feel like that? Are you okay? Yeah. You know what I'm saying? Stephen King writes, horror stories because he doesn't have dead people in his basement. But you can emulate, you can empathize, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
And I like to put stuff out like that so people know, you're not alone in thinking like that, you know what I'm saying?
Hell yeah. Hell yeah. I love that.
And what really makes me feel good is people will send me DMs and they're like, dude, that song you put out, there might be monsters, blah, blah, blah. It's like, man, I feel that way, and I thank you so much. Like, it really makes you feel good. It's like,
hell yeah.
I'm the richest guy in the world. I'm not going to become famous doing this, and I'm not going to make a lot of money. But for people to say, like, dude, you really, you get me, or, thank you so much because, you understand what, I'm going through. I'm like, it really makes you feel good.
Hell yeah, it's the real payment, It's the real thing about making music that you do, and everything that you put out there.
And I put out gibberish like you want to teach, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah, well, fuck, man, that song is so fucking badass. When I'm having a rough day, man, that's what I think. It's a fucking real titty twister kind of day.
Exactly.
Hell yeah. So that's so fucking cool that you mostly write the lyrics to all of those songs. Badass. Yeah. I really love Cemetery Girl.
I always give credit. I mean, a lot of people, to be honest with you, a lot of people send me their lyrics and their poetry, and I appreciate it.
Yeah.
And, I feel bad when they don't use it.
Yeah.
I got so much on my plate as it is, but sometimes it helps out. It's like, man, this might fit that song that I'm working on.
Fuck
and
yeah.
I always give credit. I'll, give credit to death that, so-and-so wrote the lyrics, and, when I put it out and I publish it, it goes to distribution. I make sure I get that proper name. I put their name on it. I'm very big on giving people credit because, like I said, we're not going to make any money off of this. But at least I can give the proper credit where it's due,
Fucking right. It's just like Dave is saying in the chat here from Incognito Theory. He's saying, you have to believe in your band. How do you expect people to believe in your band if you don't believe if you're doing it for money? You shouldn't be doing it. You need to do it because you believe with your heart that you love what you do, and that's what he's about too. And that is straight up real. That is the truth. Yeah.
It's
Yeah.
true. Like I said, I mean, I've offered I've been offered a lot already. I mean, I could be playing 3 nights a week, making myself $200 a night, playing, splash shows, taking a bath at the local restaurant.
Yeah.
Prostitute myself. Like, man, I don't want to do that. I want to do what I enjoy. It's my art. You know what I'm saying?
Heck yeah, man. You keep doing what you do. It's totally badass. I haven't listened to every single song yet, but I'm getting there. I'm getting there. I'm a new fan. You're a fairly new project and band to me. But
my biggest, my best. Thank you.
hell yeah, it's definitely stuff that I love and keep fucking doing it. Hell yeah. That's what they're saying. Hell yeah.
Other people here, they play golf, they have boats, they go fishing. This is what I do.
Hell yeah. You keep doing what you do. So I was going to ask you where everybody else, what other sites and things can people find Honey Bone Rush on?
You just go on Google and hit up Honey Bone Rush. You'll see I take up now about 5 pages of Google search.
Right on.
You heard that, right? That's the Don Julio 1942 is something to kick in.
Yeah.
I don't do Facebook. I think Facebook's a crock of shit. I stay away from that.
Okay.
If you go on it, it's on it, but I haven't posted anything on it in like 2 years.
Okay.
But yeah, I'm always on Instagram. I'm always on X. Every, music outlet there is. What I really would like to do is get people to start following more on YouTube.
Okay.
We're up to just shy of 300 followers. I'd like to get up, higher on that.
Okay.
And I have fun doing that too. I make all the videos.
Right on.
1 or 2 I hired other people, to do my videos, but it's expensive. You know what I'm saying? Start spending, 150 here, 200 there on a video. Next thing you know, it's like, you're like $1,000 in a hole for like 4 videos, 6 people watched.
Damn, yeah, that was going to be one of my questions was who does the videos?
Yeah, I do them.
Okay, right on. Badass. Which band?
I do it. I love this stuff. I love every aspect about it. I have actually had a couple of musicians send me their music and have me mix it down for them.
Right on.
And again, I do it for free. I do it because I enjoy it. And I'm honored that people are like, dude, your mix is great. I love your mix. I'm like, really?
Hell yeah.
Sounds like shit half the time. And they're like, no, it's great. You can tell us how do you do that, blah, blah, blah.
Right on.
So I'm like, all right, send it to me, and I'll send it to me, and I'll do it for you. I have fun doing it. Like I said, this is my thing. This is what I love to do.
Fucking hell yeah. I think we got a question here from, I think it's Leandro. Yeah, Leo wants to know, which band would you like to share the stage with if you could ever one day?
Wow.
I know, that's a hard one.
It's really hard. So you know what? So to get rid of all the obvious ones,
yeah,
I'm going to go, again, my favorite drummer and one of the bands I love, and I don't say it because that's where JP is from, but there's a band called Worst, W-O-R-S-T, and they're from São Paulo, Brazil.
Okay.
They broke up. They got back with different members. They broke up again, I think, now. But they have a ton of stuff. But Fernando Schaefer is their drummer, and he is like a modern-day John Bonham. The guy's a caveman.
Hell yeah.
The way he plays is correct. Now, all the music is insane. Now, basically, they sing in Portuguese, so you can't. But then again, half the heavy metal you can't understand anyway. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, hell yeah.
I've been singing the lyrics player for years. You know what I'm saying? Well, what the hell?
Fucking right on.
I would love to play with Worst, or at least I would love to jam. I would love a day to hang out with Fernando Schaefer, the drummer from Worst. I mean, they're just incredible.
Nice. I definitely wasn't expecting that kind of a response, but that's nice. Badass.
What were you expecting? I'm just curious now. What do you think?
Well, most people pick the obvious, right? So.
Again, I can pick that too,
Yeah.
But I'd rather go the opposite way, you know what I'm
Heck
saying?
yeah.
Because there's so many. I love when people say, like, pick your best Iron Maiden song. What are you, insane? I can pick one, It's impossible.
Yeah. I think the same thing. Yeah, when I see posts like people putting like Iron Maiden or Judas Priest, I can't even get the fuck out of here. I can't.
Yeah.
Yeah.
What annoys me about that stuff is like, pick the best band: Judas Priest, Iron Maiden, The Who, Led Zeppelin.
Yeah.
Other. What do you got other for? You know what I'm saying? It's like, if the whole point of it is to narrow it down to something other, I mean, then you have 40 different responses.
Exactly. What's Leandro saying? And I know that there is a band from Brazil that he is speaking of, I guess, is what he's saying. Facebook sucks. I'm adding Instagram. Honeybone Rush kicks ass, Dave Incognito Theory says. Right on. Fucking A. Hell yeah.
Thank you, sir.
You're so very welcome. Yeah, these guys love Honeybone Rush, and I gotta play some for them soon here. We've been yakking up a storm, but it's been a pleasure. But I wanted to, before I let you go and all that good stuff, and play some more Honeybone Rush, can I ask you to make me a station tag?
Oh, I would love to do that.
Oh, please, give it to me.
Right here, right now. You know, you want, because I'll gladly make you one and send it to you.
Heck yeah, we could do it that way, if you'd like.
I mean, I've done it for a couple of stations, and oh god, I would love to do it for you for sure.
Heck yeah. Well, you know what? It's been a fucking blast talking with you, and I can't wait to be on your show.
Yes, well, when we get off, I'll send you a text tomorrow, and we'll set something up for sure.
Hell yeah.
Like I said, I've been on hiatus for about 3 months with the show. I got kind of burned out, and I'm ready to get it going. And,
right on.
You know, I got about 250, 300 listeners, per episode, and
nice.
It was really taking off a little bit. I had a lot of people offer me like sponsorship, but they're like, "Oh, you got to cool with the drinking, you got to cool with the curse." It's like, fuck you. I don't need you $25,
Yeah.
And,
thanks, but no thanks.
If satellite radio wants to give me $100,000, yeah, I'll do whatever you want. I'll be a choir boy. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah. Exactly.
Yeah. I want to sponsor you. I'll give you $25 an episode, but stop with the drinking. It's like, man, get lost.
Yeah, exactly. That's part of the whole gig, yo.
Yeah, I'm having fun again.
Hell
like I
yeah.
said, meeting you and doing this now. Man, I'm the richest guy in the world.
Heck
this
yeah.
is awesome.
It sure fucking is, and it's been an awesome fucking pleasure talking with you tonight. I was looking forward to this so fucking long. We finally did it. You're so very welcome.
Yes.
We did it. Hell yeah. But I want to thank you again, and thank you all that are listening out there, and thank you to the ones in the chat room that are asking questions, and
Yeah, guys, thank you so much for asking the questions. I appreciate it. Make sure you're following on X.
On X,
I'm
guys.
the page for Honeybone Rush, so definitely follow me. I'll follow you back for sure.
Hell yeah, and he's very supportive. He's very supportive. He's right up there working with us, eh? But you know what? I hope you have a great rest of the night, and I can't wait to play some more Honeybone Rush right now for these guys, and we'll talk to you soon.
Thank you so much.
Thank you so much, Spike. You're so very welcome.
Thank you.
Pardon?
Thank you.
Oh, sorry. I thought we broke up there for a little second. Stupid technology. I had to restart my show when I started, actually, because I was saying I couldn't connect. I was like, fuck off. Of course you're going to make this happen right now. So,
yeah, always.
Yeah, technical difficulties. But anyways, you're most welcome, and we'll talk soon.
All right. Love you. Thank you.
Thank you. Right back at ya. Take care, eh?
All right. Good night.
Bye. Good night. There you go, guys. Fucking Spike from Honeybone Rush giving us all the details of Horny Bone Rush. I'm just kidding. I hope you guys enjoy. He's still there. Listen to that. But anyway, I'm making him. I'm giggling now, eh? I'm making him giggle too. But we got Cemetery Girl coming up next. Thank you all for tuning in. I'll come back and I'll talk to you guys in a bit.